Welcome to this week's edition of Indigo Living's On the Couch series, featuring leading women from around the globe. We've done this show for over 5 seasons, and it's actually one of my favorite jobs because I get to share incredible, inspiring stories of leading women from around the world, talking about highs and lows of business, family, education, financial independence, and so much more. But this episode is so different. It's the first time we've had an expert of energy, science of directions. You might have heard Vastu, energies, numerology, tarot cards, and so much more. We bring the best, and when I say the best, I'm talking about Bollywood has her number on speed dial. You got to get a pen and paper out because we're going to get so much information on this episode. Please welcome to our show, Shradha Salla. I'm so happy to have you.
So happy to be here with you, Rosemary. And that was such a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. You know, we've never had this, and I had to get you in because you actually did my home.
Yes, your beautiful home.
Thank you so much. And I tell you, we have this conversation all the time, and I use you for an example because every little tweak that you've done has made such a difference.
I'm so glad.
And it's about that energy when you walk into a room. And it's really about honing in, right?
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, you're the expert, but everyone has this little gut feeling when they know they walk into a room and something's not right.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's really about understanding what that means.
What that vibration is, whether it's a person, it's a situation, it's a place, it's the circumstances, you already know. We all are built with this gut, with this intuition within us. All we need to do is clear out the dust. That's when someone like me comes, clears that dust out, and gets you back into your actual place of belief.
I love that. Well, I know you're very, very famous, and we are so excited to have you here. But I wanted to start from the beginning.
Okay.
How did you hone in on this skill? Like, what was that aha moment when you knew that, one, that you had a very special gift, because I call it a gift. And secondly, was there a tipping point where you could take this gift into a business?
So I started, honestly, both my daughters were born. I was in the house. I was taking care of them and I wanted to do something. I said, let me just start studying about numerology and these occult sciences. I started studying them from numerology to astrology to tarot card. And the aha moment happened when I started using it on my friends and family. And they said, you know what you're saying is absolutely right. And their belief in me made my belief in myself stronger. Yeah. So as I went by, I accumulated knowledge. And yes, I think there was a part of something in me which was also gifted, which kind of just made me connect with people and get the answers there. And I never wanted to look back. So it just went on from astrology, numerology, tarot, came into Vastu. Vastu is the science of directions. Like when you enter this place, you know, there's a feel-good factor. There's a vibration. You feel good. You want to look at things. The colors are so nice. The greens, the golds, all of that. So everything has a significance. Everything has an energy in it. And I've never wanted to look back because it's all about what we feel, what we sense, what we hear. It kind of just makes all our senses awaken.
But did you know when you were at a young age that when you walked into a room, you were very in tune with your mind, your energy, your surroundings?
I did. Yeah. Because there are a lot of times I don't want to be in that room, you know, because there is something down and there's something heavy that's pulling me. Also, you'll always notice if you go to a place or a party or you meet someone and you're feeling heavy, you have a headache, you instantly know that there's something off out here. So that feeling of intuition I always had.
I love that.
Yeah.
And now you've turned it into a business. Everyone talks about finding your passion and turning it into a business. And you definitely have done that.
Yes.
Explain what Vastu is, because I think people they don't know the difference between Feng Shui and Vastu.
Yes.
What is Vastu?
So Vastu is one of the oldest Indian sciences. The reason I'm saying science is because it is a science of directions. When you open the compass, it'll automatically point to the north, south, east, west. That's because there's such a strong magnetic force in this universe, which kinds of pulls the energies of that particular direction. Vastu is the science of directions. And what we do is we place things according to the pull that the universe has. So for the northeast corner would be light, would be water, would be something which is a little lower. Southwest has a stronger pull, so that we kind of raise, we make it higher, we make it opulent, we make it richer. So these are the tricks of the trade we use in order to make the place more energetic and Vastu compliant, as they say.
It is very significant in the Indian culture, Vastu.
Absolutely.
But for everyone who wants to just add a little Vastu in their home,
Yes.
what are some standard tricks of the trade? Like where you should sleep, where your bed should be? Is there like a
Absolutely.
standard
Yes.
place?
So I do want to tell you, not only in the Indian culture.
Okay.
I have clients, London, US, Singapore. I mean, everybody wants a vibration and energy, right? So a few tricks of the trade are very important is your north, northeast and east corner. That should be where your main entrance is, your water body, swimming pool, your fish pond, your aquarium, and your mirrors. If you do have a temple in the house or a place of worship or somewhere where you just want to go and feel at peace, your meditation center, again, that should be in the north, northeast or east corner. Your head should always face south or east, west while sleeping.
Oh my God. Are you writing this down? Are you writing this down? Not north.
Not the north. Because you'll definitely feel a headache. You'll feel tired. You'll be drained out. You'll not feel energetic. And it'll happen. Or if you can check your compasses and you can see where your head is. And if it's in the north, then you know the problem. The second very important place is your kitchen. Kitchen should be in the southeast corner because that is a fire zone. It's also known as Agni. Agni is fire. So kitchen should be in the southeast zone. And the third and the most important place, where should our money lie? Where is the prosperity about your relationship? Husband, wife, work, money, growth, business, southwest zone. Your southwest zone should be the heaviest, most highlighted and most lavish place in the house that you have.
I love that. I hope everyone was writing that down because that is nuggets of information.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not building your house and you move into an apartment or a home? What are some of the ways you can, little tweaks?
So, declutter. I always tell people before adding anything and tweaking and making it a better place, remove the mess. The minute you removing your old shoes and your clothes and doing all of that, which I have seen your house and you have so many of, but
I need to declutter.
No, but I must say it's so well kept. Your wardrobe is like a walk-through place, which is like so beautiful and stunning, So you've really maintained it well. But for so many of us, we've just like hoarded onto old shoes, old clothes, frames which are chipped, which are broken, cups which are there, which are broken. Declutter and throw all this away. That's extremely important. The second thing is add mirrors. Mirrors work really well. They're a reflection to your personality, to what you're doing. So in your northeast, northwest corner, you can put as much as mirrors as you want. A water body would really help a house because it kind of circulates the energy. So there's always a circulation. There's a energy vibration which is going on. There's movement which is there. The fourth thing is live plants. Live plants work really well. So like bamboo shoots and, palms, you get, especially in Dubai, you have the most beautiful plants. Try to avoid bonsais and aloe veras. If you're just using it for your skin or something, let it be on the side, but no bonsais and cactus in the house because it stumps the growth. And fifth and most important, add colors of prosperity. Gold, silver, rose gold, platinum. And that's how the magic unfolds.
And what are some of the negatives, the no's?
Be very, very careful of where your fire corner is. You cannot have your gas in the wrong position because that causes friction between husband, wife, mother and child, or even in an office, even in a place where you're working, that can cause a lot of friction. So you need to be very important about that. Big no is any broken things. Sometimes something is so beautiful and this is beautiful vase, but it's got a little chip and, we're trying to hide it with the flower coming on it. Don't do that. Just discard it. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
I love that.
And throw it away.
Let it go. Yeah.
Let it go. And the third thing is, if you believe in any god or any significance of energy, put it all into one place. Don't distribute it all around the house because that's the place of energy. That place provides its own positivity. So let it all be there in that one space. Yeah. So don't just spread out the energy everywhere.
That's a good tip.
Yes.
And are there any colors you should avoid, or are colors very personalized for a person? What are some colors that are staples that people should have in their home, whether it's in a children's room or an adult's in the bedroom?
So one of my favorite colors, which a lot of people are going to be like, really, is black. Black is a no energy color. It doesn't give away any reflection. It doesn't take it away. So put it as wherever you want, as much as you want. White is a great color to have around you. And colors of prosperity is something you should always surround yourself with. We can see all the copper, the gold, the silver all around us. Besides that, you can get a little more specific for unmarried girls. Violet or pink is a great color to increase the energy of concentration for a child in their study room or in their bedroom. Green is a great color for that, to get the energy of love between a couple. Again, white and pink works really well. I try and avoid red and oranges and fire colors in the bedrooms because it kind of can make a person very heaty. So if you don't know what color to put, then it's best to just go pastel and go light.
And like just neutrals.
Yes, absolutely.
Love that. And what about crystals? The power of crystals. I don't know if it's right, like to put in the sun, or should you have them in the house?
So crystals definitely have a lot of power. They're found in the earth's surface. The same elements that they're made up of, sun, fire, water, air, are the elements that we are made up of. So they 110% have an effect on us. In fact, when I was coming into the store, I saw gorgeous crystals. They have amethyst, jade, the white quartz. They have so many of them. There is a lot of power in the crystals. You must have the right ones to put in your house. One that goes really well with most of the houses is an amethyst. And a lot of houses I visited in Dubai have these big amethyst crystals out there right at the center. It kind of just attracts in any kind of negativity that is there. And it's something which has a very strong vibration. The best way to clear them and to cleanse them is on a full moon night. So on a full moon night, just keep it out there, outside on your terrace. You can put a little salt or something on it. It'll just kind of remove the negative energy, and whatever remains is magical.
And what do the crystals mean? So amethyst is take out all that negative energy.
So amethyst is for balance.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes off negative energy and balances the positive and the mindset in the house. A white quartz is, again, for peace of mind. A rose quartz is for love. I'm sure you have pink quartz and rose quartz in the house.
Sure.
Yes. So rose quartz and pink quartz is for love. We usually, when somebody wants to get married or they're engaged, you get these beautiful pink quartz doves. So we ask them to put that in their house, their bedside table, so that the alignment is more secure and solid. Then there's tourmaline, black tourmaline for negativity, for nazar. There is green jade for money. So every crystal has its own significance. Yes.
And let's talk about numerology. This is very, very fascinating. What is the rule of thumb when calculating a person's magic number?
Okay. So there are two numbers.
Okay.
One is your date of birth.
Yeah.
So for example, I'm a 10th October. So 10 becomes 1 plus 0, which becomes a 1.
Yeah.
So that makes me a number 1. And the second is your entire total. Okay. So for example, if you're a 24th November, which is 11, 2004.
Yeah.
So 24 becomes 2 plus 4, 6.
Yeah.
Which is your date of birth. And 24, 11, 2004 comes to a total of 5, which becomes your destiny number. These two numbers are extremely important. It tells me who you are, what you are all about, and it gives me a way into your future. And that's how I do the entire calculation and guide you accordingly.
And how important is numerology?
It is one of the most accurate sciences I have worked with, and numbers are everywhere. Everywhere we look, there are numbers. Today, our currency is numbers. In the cars, there are numbers. Your date is number. Time is number. Every single thing is numbers. When numerology was one of the first sciences that they started. So when the Romans came out with the first form of language, it was basically the Roman numbers, which went into symbols. Symbols went into letters, words, and tenses, and then the different languages were formed. So numerology, numbers are one of the first form of sciences. And it's ruling our life everywhere. So to me, it is extremely important. And I believe it is the mother of all astrologies. It's that powerful, that strong. And if I'm doing it, it's that accurate.
Yeah, I know. Well,
yes.
I know because you have a very impressive Bollywood list. I mean, of very famous celebrities that trust your guidance.
Yes.
And when it comes to numerology, are there any numbers that are, I don't want to say the word generic, but common for people to avoid or to be attracted to or to pay attention if it comes to property or is everything very individual?
Roseman, you're asking me the most amazing questions. I feel like you know so much on this subject. That's absolutely
I'm very
fabulous.
fascinated. And I think because I love that I experience your service in my home. I love that.
You're so kind.
I love that when, I moved into my new home, as much as I was excited about it, there was this sigh of relief that I made a very good decision because you kind of put that stamp of approval. And I knew that my life was changing. And I think that was really reflective of the timing that I reconnected with you again, that you came into my home and my life has changed in a very positive way.
Happy. I'm so glad.
But it's also that I love coming home. And I think that brings me such peace of mind.
Yeah. Also the vibration you've created there, right? Yeah. You've kind of created such a beautiful vibration. See, your home is like your temple. I mean, if you're going to wake up happy and if you're going to go to bed happy, you're going to create that vibe around it.
Yeah.
So the reason you love coming back there is because there's such a strong, positive vibe over there that it just makes you feel so good.
No, and so I've had your expertise in my home, and I'm so excited to share it with everyone because energy is so important.
Absolutely.
And if you can tune into it, or if they can get your service, that's always, better.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about numbers. Are there a few numbers that people should pay attention to or that should, have a little alarm?
So, as you were saying, the businesses that they work with. So a number 1 is ruled by the energy of the sun, right? It's basically originality, leadership qualities, power, focus, grace, stamina. So these kind of people are leaders. The world is their oyster and they can really do whatever it is that they want to do. Number 2 is ruled by the moon. The moon is a planet of phases. These people sometimes get a little emotional. So in any business, we try and avoid using a number 2 because you may be a little fickle-minded. Your decision-making power may go off. Number 3 is fabulous for any professional field. Doctor, lawyer, knowledge, like interiors, things, someone who's creating a passion, a profession. Number 3 is great for them because it's ruled by the planet of Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of growth and abundance. Number 4 is something we take a little care of because what happens with number 4 is it's constant change. It's like the wheels of a tire. It's a planet of Uranus. There's a good, there's a bad, there's a good, there's a bad. So till you don't understand the power of your mind and how I can kind of control my own mindset, it's a little tricky. So I don't let people add that into their businesses or choose it as a number for the future. Number 5 is the number for money. Is ruled by Mercury. So money, business, manufacturing, anything hardcore related to business is for number 5.
But should you incorporate number 5 in your business?
Yes. So I'll tell you how it works. So as I'm explaining the numbers to you, you use it according to those fields. So somebody who wants to become a leader, a politician, to take control, number 1. Someone who wants to open up a place for a dentistry or a doctor or a school, something for knowledge, number 3. Now, if you're getting into trading, manufacturing, real estate, number 5. So if you're buying a house, I like to see that the total comes to a number 5 things like that. Number 6 is Venus. And I think that's something you own. Venus is all about beauty, travel, luxury, lifestyle, money, love. You'll always see these people looking gorgeous, adorned. They understand the finer things in life. They are attracted to it. And anything to do with Venus and to do with the feel of luxury or lifestyle would always conquer. In fact, because you've mentioned Bollywood so many times, let me tell you a little story. The reason our Hindi movies are released on a Friday is because Friday is the day for Venus.
Oh, no way.
Yes. And a lot of people get their names to a number 6 in the film industry. So whether it's the movie name or it's a person's name, we add an alphabet or subtract an alphabet to get it to a number 6.
That's fascinating.
So it's ruled by Venus and it's all about media and entertainment.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
That's an interesting fact for sure.
So, and it's so crazy that once you know this, you look at a person and say, are you this number? Like somebody was talking to me yesterday. I'll get to it. Number 7 is everything to do with trading, with an international field, with travel. Number 8 is no in between. It's that big number 8.
Yeah.
Either you can make it or you will break it. So with the number 8 personality, you always have to understand, I need to take control and I need to take it ahead in life. But if you drop, you can really drop. So these kind of people need to understand the kind of energy that they have. And as I was telling you, I was sitting with somebody yesterday and they said, I don't understand. What can I do to help my husband? I said, why? He's like, he's very hot-headed. He's very heaty. I said, is he a number 9? She's like, his date of birth is 18. I said, yeah, 18 is 1 plus 8, which is a number 9. And number 9 is ruled by the planet of Mars. Mars is the planet of heat and fire. So she was like, how did you know? I said, because after 18 years in this field, I kind of just know when you talk about the personality of the person, So number 9 is Mars, and Mars is all about, there is a lot of passion into these people, but there's also heat and fire. So that's when you know how to use it in the right way. So when you come minuter into numerology, we try to explain to you, this is how you use it. This is how you can kind of balance it out. This is what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Number 9 is also very good for children in case they're choosing a school or, something different, what they need to do. We kind of work with number 9 for them.
And do you use astrology or no?
I do. So I use astrology, but astrology is very, very case specific because it's a lot to do with the time of birth.
Okay.
And then I need to get out your charts. And that's something that takes a lot of time to
analyze.
Yes, to analyze and to work upon. And that goes into minuter details, what is happening to you in this phase during this time? How does it work? What are the changes that we can make? So yes.
And let's talk about business. We're talking about home so much, but in businesses, using the skill of Vastu, how important is that for the entrance or how you serve customers or the energy when you walk into a retail space?
So in today's, not only in today's day and age, right from the olden times, because Vastu is one of the oldest sciences. Yeah. Were you a Hindi movie buff ever?
I mean, I like to say the hit Hindi movies, but I will say I just watched this Rocky.
Yes, Rocky.
I will say I was really obsessed with that movie. So,
that was really nice.
I think I watched that twice. I had so much fun watching that movie.
It was complete laughter, right?
Yeah,
it was amazing. Yeah. So what happens is in a lot of Hindi movies and serials, they will show a big courtyard. And the center of the courtyard is always empty and then everything happens around that.
Yeah.
That's based on the principle of Vastu. So it's an age-old science. In today's day and age also, people follow this principle. The entry, the way you're going in, where your steps are leading to, what is around you has utmost significance. So I'm not even going to say that it kind of works or it doesn't work. I have seen houses where the pool is in the wrong position. I have seen things go down. I've seen places where the kitchen is in the wrong position. Health has been a concern. And the minute we make that shift or that change, and there's always an alternate change. For example, if your swimming pool is in the wrong place, you can't pick it up and change the swimming pool direction, right? But you can put a cover on it. You can do something to kind of lessen the energy of it. So in the place of retail, in the place of, commercial space, in anything, Vastu is used today. Everybody in this space is working with a Vastu agent to make sure that there's an energy in that space and we can take it to another level.
Because you kind of see it when you're walking, whether it's in a mall or a neighborhood, customers are just not flowing in that space.
Absolutely.
Or people will walk by one store.
Yes.
And literally just walk by. There's nothing drawing them in.
So that's two things. That's, the Vastu also, but that's also an energy that they've built up, right? Something that you just feel intuitively attracted towards and you want to go and explore, and something that you feel, no, this is not something I want to even waste my time over. So in the retail space, I think it's one of the most important things, because it just kind of uplifts that vibe. Just like a person. When you see a person, you're attracted to the person because of the energy that they have. There's an aura around them. Similarly, this aura is created around the space.
That's brilliant. Let's talk about your personal life for a second, because you are a mom, first and foremost. You've raised very successful daughters.
Yes, absolutely.
What is your secret to raising beautiful children that are smart and successful and businesswomen in their own right?
See, now this makes me blush because this is my happiness point, right? I have two daughters, Arna and Sunhera. Arna is 19. She's running a very successful clothes line. She has her own brand, her own business. She's also getting into the field of influencing, acting, modeling. Sunhera is 17. She's still studying, but I know she's already got my mindset and I see her following my field. I think the secret to success is having faith and confidence in your children. The more you teach them about self-worth, self-love, and owning themselves and being there for them, irrespective of whatever happens, that's when they build up the confidence and they know that, okay, now let us take it ahead. So being and leading by example and being that mother is one thing I've always done. And secondly, I've always supported them in whatever they've needed from my side. I do teach them the difference between right and wrong, between the good and bad in whatever capacity I can. But letting them being themselves is my gift to them. And that's how they blossomed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you're an amazing mom because I met your gorgeous daughters and they're so successful. And at such a young age, they're so confident. And also being in the creative space, the fashion industry is not easy, yet they are.
Not easy. And
they have a retail space. They're amazing.
Thank you.
So we are so proud of you. We love interviewing leading women. At Indigo Living, the motto is, what does living beautifully mean to you?
So I have one line which I live by, which is I love me. So living beautifully to me is falling in love with myself. The minute I do that, everything around me is something I will love, and everything around me will love me back.
I love that.
Thank you.
I am so happy you're here.
Thank you, Roseman.
Is here from India. I'm so glad you're in Dubai. And thank you for sharing your knowledge. And thank you for giving us nuggets of information that we can actually try at home.
I'm so glad.
And really to hone in on listening to your gut. I think that's the most important.
Absolutely. It's all within each one of us. All we need to do is wake up the tigress within us.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much for being here from India and sharing your story and your knowledge with everyone. And thank you for following us each week as we interview women from around the globe as they share their inspirational stories. I hope they inspired you as much as they inspired me. For more episodes, please follow YouTube, Indigo Living UAE, and of course, Instagram for upcoming shows. Thanks for watching and have a great week.